if I can successfully pass the test that I have today with this Ruger LCP Max that just hit the California handgun roster not that long ago, my employer, Kyle Manzano, said that he would give me a free B&T TP9. I'm not expecting to pass that today. I have a year to pass this test, but today you're gonna see my first attempt of passing his cold standards drill. I'm gonna be using this gun cold. I'm gonna fire a few rounds to make sure it functions and see where it hits, but then I'm gonna go for it. Then I'm also gonna use the rifle. Now, I've passed this several times in the past with much larger guns, but Kyle said that I have up to a year to go for this. Now, for those of you that don't know, at Manzano Munitions, where I am a part-time employee, in order to work there at the gun store, you have to pass this test. I'm not expecting to pass it, but I'm going to attempt it with this gun, because if I do, I get a free TP9. If you don't pass it or you can't pass it, you can't start working there. And we're gonna go for it with the little crappy pistol, as people like to call this thing. So let's check it out. Hey, do you want to be able to carry your concealed carry firearm, whether it's a subcompact, micro-compact, or full compact, in anything that you want to wear, including your underwear? Well, today I have the product for you. Okay, done with the sales pitchy talking. Today I'm talking about the Hunter Constantine belt. This is a belt system that is completely capable of being independent from your belt loops. Do you often wear joggers, athleisure wear, but you don't want to spend $100 on one piece of clothing dedicated to the idea of concealed carry in the gym? Well, the Hunter Constantine belt is for you. This is in my opinion, the perfect everyday carry belt. It has the stretch of elastic belts with the rigidity that provides support where you need it. You can use this for appendix carry in the front, or simply rotate the reinforced side to the strong side or weak side, whatever side you carry. The elastic portion adjusts and adapts with this little tri-glide, and it has two quick attach little loops here that allow you to very simply lock it in place. Now, I first got my experience with this belt back in around mid-2023. Gun Thoughts, the homies, they said, check out the Hunter Constantine belt. They said that they've been carrying full-size guns in it for a while, and they found no problem with it whatsoever. You know, I bought it. I used their code. I used code THOUGHTS. You can use code Reno if you want, or pay full price like a silly goose. Conceals well. It's very comfortable. I wear this literally every day, except for like 4 days out of the year when I happen to be wearing like a suit or formal wear. This is the perfect system. You could wear it with anything. I love it. Use code Reno to save 10% at Hunter Constantine. I'll have a link to his belts down below. Thank you to Hunter. I really do appreciate him supporting me and supporting this channel. Okay, so let's talk really quickly about the gear that we are using today. Now, I'm going to be drawing from concealment for the LCP, the Ruger LCP Max. This gun comes with one magazine. I ordered several more so I can actually train with this gun. I will be using the one with the little pinky extensions, which you can see there. The holster is a DeSantis holster. The rifle that I will be using today is my absolute race car of a gun, which I've done a full video on this, but I am now using the unrivaled titanium bolt carrier. I have a flashlight on it and I have a red dot and magnifier set up. I find to be very enjoyable for fast shooting up close, which is most of what I do. I also then recently Rise Armament 535 trigger in it, which is just incredible. If you've ever wanted to shoot fast, but you think, I'm not that good, my finger ain't so good at shooting fast, doesn't matter. You can buy skill with this thing. Now, when it comes to concealment, I am going to be using my Hunter Constantine belt. If I am successfully able to pass this standard within a year, I will be getting a free Ruger & Tomet TP9. This test is shot at 5, 10, and 25 yards. I'm going to do a quick confirmation that this gun works. I'm just going to fire a couple rounds, make sure that the gun actually fires so I don't waste the entire day and I can just practice with guns that are actually fun to shoot. Okay, so I marked out the locations of 5, 10, and 25 yards. Those are going to be the distances that we are shooting today. And I fired 3 rounds out of the AR just to check that it was still zero. Then I took the LCP out to 25 yards And I'll show you the hits because I had to move into 10. I'm not so confident, but we're gonna start with the rifle today after I show you these hits. Here are the first 3. All these hits have to be in the A zone of the target in order to count as a passing score. I then took the LCP to 25 yards, and one of these at 25 yards was the hit. Actually, and then the other 2 weren't even on paper. It might have been this one. And then I went to 10 yards and did this. I've seen multiple people on YouTube talk about how the LCP max is from the factory. They've all been way off, and I've seen multiple people shooting these things from a rested position. I'm not super confident today, but we're gonna give it our best. We're gonna start with the rifle. Okay, so I'm out here at 5 yards right now. Now for rifle and pistol, there are 2 time standards that you can go for. There's the standard passing time score, which is still, you know, a good standard to hit for most people. If you're a competitive shooter, these are probably nothing to you. But for the average person, these are a good goal to attain as a cold, not warmed up, on-demand performance metric. So for rifle, the first string of fire is 1 round from the low ready in 0.85 seconds at 5 yards. The demigod speed is 0.43 seconds. Okay, let's go. That was really easy, 0.5 seconds. 5 rounds in under 2 seconds. Total time of 1.65. Not demigod status, but it's a comfortable pass for the 5 yards. Yeah, I feel like with rifle on this drill set, rifle I don't really struggle unless I'm going for that demigod status. 5 rounds, 2.5 seconds at 10 yards. So it's basically the same thing that we just did. A little bit of extra time. If I want to go for demigod, I would have to do that in 1.25 seconds. I'm not going to go for that. I'm just going to go for a passing score today. 1.76 seconds. Okay, so this string of fire is 3 rounds, reload 3. It's a bolt lock reload 3R3 in under 5 seconds. It's under 3.5 for the demigod status, but let's see what we can do. 4 seconds, so not my fastest. I kind of fumbled on a few of those parts, but if I look at my hits, all nice and tight. I mean, this gun, I've talked about this gun in the past, but this thing is a freaking laser beam. I could shoot this way faster and probably stay on target, but I'm just trying to make sure Kyle can't fire me today. Okay, last strings of fire. We're at the 25-yard line. The first one is 5 rounds, 5 seconds at 25 yards, 3.5 seconds if you want to go for the demigod status. So 5 rounds, 5 seconds, A-zone hits. I definitely threw one high there. I 100% threw one high. So this could be a fail. 2.56 seconds. I had significantly more time to take. I find that on these, what I typically do is I go too fast, and because the demigod speed for that is 3.5 seconds, and I did it in much under that. So don't need to go so fast on this. The last one, it's 1 round in 1.5 seconds at 25 yards. For demigod, it's in the head box, the actual A-zone head box. Okay, 0.87. I mean, that's pretty simple. So let's take a look at our hits for the rifle portion of this drill. Please, 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 please. Oh, okay. No, we're totally fine. I don't know why I felt like that was so high. Okay, so we threw one low. The line is basically just 1 bullet distance away. So it looks like Kyle might in fact end up firing me. Woof. That's the one that I thought I was throwing high. The targets that he wants people to use or lets people use have like an outline of the A box, so you can just print it out and it's really simple. And what I find is that helps a lot because you know where the zone is. I think these are pretty good. I shot those pretty quick, and I definitely think that when I thought I was throwing it high, I was thinking the A zone was like down here. So I'm happy with those hits. I'm happy with the time, but let's now move on to the little crappy pistol, because again, the rifle was irrelevant. I just wanted to shoot that today and show you guys that today. If we can do this with the LCP within a year, this is episode 1 of this, I will be getting a free B&T TP9. My hopes are not high. we'll see if I can even pass my CCW qual later this month. Okay, so now it is time for the Ruger LCP. Not too optimistic. My shots at 25 yards might not even land on the paper given the time frame that we have to complete this in. So the first string of fire at 5 yards for the Ruger LCP, we have to get 1 round in 1.5 seconds. Typically people do this in an open carry outside the waistband. We're gonna make this extra hard. So one round in 1.5 seconds. 1.73. So we already didn't pass. The next one is 5 rounds in 2.5 seconds. 2.83. Man, I think within a year, we absolutely have. So like, honestly, at 5 yards, like the hits being boom, 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 boom. Those are pretty damn good. You know, for being the first time that I fired this gun, I think I've literally fired 7 rounds other than what you just saw. I think in a year's time, I'm getting that damn TP9. Today is really just, it's a test to see, one, how the gun does. I'm planning on carrying this gun, so I really do want to make sure that this gun actually functions and performs. The next one is 5 rounds, 5 seconds at 10 yards. So, man, there really is not much purchase to get in there. You really got to fucking jam it in there. Okay, the next one is a 3R3 in 7 seconds. Okay, we have some time. Fuck. 7.9 seconds, we definitely fumbled. I'm not gonna show you the hits just yet because this is purely for the sake to see what we can really do today. The fact that there's a fun challenge, that's just a little extra bonus. You know, you guys want to see some TP9 content? I am gonna have to perform. There's really nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, I wish I could like channel your energy like Goku. This might not be happening just yet. But I tell you what, Kyle should be shaking in his boots. I hope he's saving up the money. Okay, 5 rounds in 7 seconds at 25 yards. Man, from concealment with 2 garments, because I'm wearing a shirt under the shirt with the LCP is tough. 4.46 seconds. See, same thing as the rifle. I go way too fast. I have no concept of what 7 seconds is like. I definitely feel like I was lined up center line. I'm not 100% on where the hits actually went because little crappy pistol. All right, 1 round in 2.5 seconds at 25 yards. This might be more like 27, but we'll see. Fuck. 2.3 seconds. So we would have passed the time. Now let's go see. Let's take a look-see. Oh, okay. I'm happy with this. I don't think they all hit, but I think we're gonna take this into consideration that this is like the tiniest little itty bitty baby mouse gun of all time. 1 down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This might be 19. I saw at 25 yards when I did the first few test rounds that at 25 yards, it's hitting wild low. I was still just keeping my point of aim, point of impact, trying to be right here just for the sake of seeing how this gun shoots. And it definitely seems like this gun, I might need to swap out the sights. Maybe I send it back to Ruger at some point because I've seen that be a common issue with the LCPs. Unfortunately today, we didn't get a B&T TP9 because the Ruger LCP seems to have failed me. So we're not getting the TP9, which is sad. But I think the fact that I could hit that many shots on paper, I think that there is something to say about the merits of a little 380. I mean, like, look at that. It blew a hole right through him. You know, I know 9mm will pull the lungs out of someone. What does 380 do? Does it like tickle the soul out of them? So not the best gun in the world. It's definitely functioned, like at this point, close to 50 rounds through the gun. So I'm saying I'm ready to review this gun. I know everything I need to know. The gun's perfect. Ruger LCP, best pistol ever. Thank you, everyone. I'm not expecting a whole lot of accuracy out of this gun. The gun already, you got like a 2 1/4 inch barrel. What can you expect? But hey, I might end up being, in a year's time, the greatest Ruger LCP max shooter of all time. And when that happens, Y'all are gonna be so sick of all the B&T TP9 content, you're gonna think that I'm gonna turn into brass facts. Thank you to Hunter. I really do appreciate him supporting me and supporting this channel. I recently made the decision to leave the marketing firm that I was with, Leviathan Group. Nothing bad. I actually had decent experiences with them, but I came to a point where they weren't really following through on some things. They weren't really getting me the deals that I wanted to get. And I felt like I had enough time in my life to handle my own marketing. I posted about that on Instagram, and Hunter said, hey, dude, let me sponsor you. So you'll be seeing more and hearing more from his products in the future. I really do appreciate his support. Thank you, Hunter.